Love, faith, hope, life. What is that in man's world of good and evil, with its strange mix of money, guns, greed, lust, and faith, suicide bombs of destruction? Has man in his history, church and politics missed a simple bite of data in his search for immortality and life? Is it possible to create another kind of explosion? One where love and hope and faith light up this world in an explosion of life. I call this a life explosion. Hi, my name's Alex Kutsi. Welcome to videos on God's Life Factor. I hope you enjoy them. But this video gives you the basic outline of God's Life Factor, which is the just shall live by love, faith and hope, and some inspirational thoughts. It also introduces the book Choose God's Paradigm of Life. The phrase links two passages from the Bible, one in the Old and one in the New. The one in the Old is Habakkuk 2 verse 4, and it's translated, "The righteous shall live by his faith," or should be, "the righteous shall live by his faithfulness," Hebrew word being emunah as opposed to aman. And the New Testament passage in 1 Corinthians 13:13, where Paul says, "Now remains love, faith and hope, but the greatest is love." And the King James translates love in that passage charity. So the message of God's Life Factor, the just shall live by love, faith and hope, links those two verses together, and he looks for that paradigm throughout the whole Bible. And the revelations and the findings are significant and life-changing. Emphasis is placed in each section around the words and ideas of love, faith, hope and life. However, the individual words are important and referred to frequently. God's spiritual, eternal and scientific qualities can never be reduced to the language of mere mortal man, in specific English as well. Spirit, ethos, meaning and message behind the words are important in themselves. Indeed, each word may even have its own formula. Videos will also trace the timeline of Abraham's life and see how this paradigm applies to him. It will also then give two passages, one in the Old and one in the New Testament, to see where these words occur in a context together. And there are some very interesting facets about those passages, including the name of God, the Spirit of God, and so on. There's also a brief explanation of why I call this the Omnivita paradigm and God's Life Factor. Initially I used passages from the New International Version, but the book Choose God's Paradigm of Life uses the English Standard Version and compares the King James and NIV with the Greek of the Old and New Testaments and the Hebrew from the Old Testament in a very significant and exhaustive concordance. You may want to keep a Bible handy to check up on the scriptures to see if they correlate in your Bible with the version that I'm giving you. Enjoy.